I did everything. And then I had to go back and say, I'm really sorry. Turns out I'm just an idiot. Now you'd think that would be enough stupidity for one person, wouldn't you? Welcome back to the channel. Back at the plot. Just wanted to check really to see if there'd be any damage after all that wind and the storm that we had the other night. And looking round, I have to say, it looks just as messy as it was before. We don't have any damage. The lid has blown off the compost bin. That's about it. So I am delighted with that. I'm going to do a bit of weeding today. I've got a patch still to tidy up, the one I was putting the manure on. I don't want to manure that bit until I've weeded it. So I'm just going to empty my compost bin, sort this little bit out, and then I'm going to head over there. And I'm not going to be here long because it's 0 degrees according to the car. The wind is a little breezy, very cold. My fingers are freezing. Don't want to moan, but there's only so much I can take. So here we are again, back in the dirt, trying to get these weeds out. I've ran the hoe over a little bit, and what I was finding, because the ground was so frozen, it's actually getting a lot of the tops off quite nicely. So I'm going to lift a few. Nice sirens in the background there for you. And I thought while I'm doing it, I can tell you about the 2 stupid things I've done since I last saw you. Yes, I may have mentioned this once or twice before, but I'm not the most technical person, and that, I have to tell you that, because if you don't know me, you won't know it, and that explains a lot about what I did. The other day, I decided, well, I need to go into my blog. If you don't know, I do a blog as well. I thought, I'll need to go into the blog. Wanted to check something or write something. I can't remember what it was. Anyway, somehow I managed to sign myself out. So I thought, well, that's all right. I'll just sign back in. Easy. Easy. Should have been easy. I couldn't quite remember the username. Don't ask me that. And I was stressed out. It was the night of the storm, and I knew we had a fence. We have a fence in the garden, and I thought, it's going to come down. I just know it's going to come down, and I was worried about that because the fence comes down, you know, dog gets out, blah blah blah. So I was worrying about that. I was also worrying about the polytunnel that I put in end of the summer last year. So I was worried about that, thinking if that takes off, you know, we'll have to replace that again. So there was all this going around my mind. So when I was asked such a complicated question like, what's your username? I mean, how was I supposed to remember? Brain fried. I tried every combination I could think of, and probably some I shouldn't have thought of. I tried everything. And next thing I know, I'm onto a completely blank blog page. Total different name, dodgy looking name, run away dutifully, and all these numbers. And I was like, oh, they've stolen my blog. They've taken everything. Run away dutifully. That sounded a bit sinister, you know. Well, I went into high gear. I was just trying all sorts of things, thinking, how dare you take over my blog? Tried everything. Every time I tried to sign in, I was taken to this blank page. Run away dutifully. I was raging. So, I'll even admit, there were tears. So then, the next day, came back, tried again. What did I get? Run away dutifully in a blank page. Still raging. And I sat for just a second and I thought, think, there's got to be something. So I tried a different username. I get in. Turns out, I hadn't been hacked. When I tried all these different combinations, somehow I'd set up another WordPress account. I'd basically hacked myself. Who knew you could do that? I didn't know that. So I got rid of that. I've closed it down. There is no more run away dutifully. But I didn't fix it until I'd posted about it on YouTube, emailed WordPress, tried to get through their support, gone mental, contacted their legal team. I mean, I did everything. Oh, it was wee Robin. I did everything. And then I had to go back and say, I'm really sorry. Turns out I'm just an idiot. I mean, if somebody was going to hack themselves, it might as well have been me, because that's just the sort of thing that would happen. And by the way, a fence panel, well, before I tell you what happened to the fence panel, there's a bit of a story. Isn't there always, but there's a bit of a story. We let the dog out. It's about 8 o'clock at night. This is the night of the big storm. And I knew he won't want to be out for long. Hates all that, really windy, violent weather kind of stuff. Doesn't like it. None of us do, but he gets frightened. So I thought, I'll just let him out for a couple of minutes, then I'll get him back in. So let him out. Oh, I think I've got a wee parsnip here. And yeah, I don't even think you'll be able to see it. It's that way. See? Anyway, so let the dog out. Oh, another couple. I went back, just like I say, a couple of minutes, opened the door, expecting him to be there, because normally he's there banging on the door to get back in. He opened the door, no dog. That's right, I called him, no answer. I thought, that's not right. So I got my torch, got my coat, my shoes, ran out, fence panel down, dog gone. Panic stations, as you can imagine. We have a lurcher, they go fast. And he doesn't seem to like the rest of the world, so that can be an issue. Anyway, I ran out the front door, blew the whistle. I just got to the gate at the front door, and here comes this very scared looking lurcher, hurtling towards the gate, as if he's screaming, let me in, let me in, let me in. So that was okay. He was only gone for about a minute. But on top of that, I was hacking myself and getting all upset about that. Now you'd think that would be enough stupidity for one person, wouldn't you? This is me you're talking about. Oh, there was more. So the other video I did, when I checked it, a mic had cut out near the end, and I thought, oh, must just need charged up. Plugged it in, everything hunky-dory. I thought. I was doing a video last night, which should come out before this one, about seeds and being able to grow, like what you can grow in a small space, because a lot of people think they can't grow anything, and I just wanted to show, yes you can, if you've just got a windowsill that gets some daylight and some pots, there's quite a lot you can grow. And also to let you know, if you're in the UK, that if you go to Budget Seeds and use the code, you'll get 10% off, and I'm very grateful to Budget Seeds for sponsoring the channel. Big shout out to them for sponsoring a very small YouTube channel. So anyway, I made the video, thought that's great, went to check it, no sound, nothing. I thought, for goodness sake. Turns out the mic was completely dead. You have to charge them up, if you didn't know, which you probably do know if you're watching this. You're probably a creator, content creator. So plugged it in, charged it up, tried it again, nothing. Turns out the lead I'd been using, the cable I'd been using, just didn't work on it anymore. It's a 3-in-1 thing. It works for the phone, doesn't work for this. So I plugged it into a different one, charged it up that way. I'll bring you closer, because this is a bit of a saga. Oh. Oh, better. Right. Nice to see you. So, yes, and I thought I'll get the old iPad out, because that's what I used to make my videos on for YouTube originally, before somebody very kindly gave me the mobile phone. People have been very kind actually, so I appreciate that. Oh, hold on, before I tell you what happened. Oh, I thought it was one good one. Hopeless. Anyway, so I thought, yeah, I'll charge up the iPad. At least I've got something else to film on if the mic completely cuts out and all that kind of stuff. So then, quite sure what happened. I went to unplug the mic, and I went to switch on the iPad. That's what it was. Nothing. I thought, that's strange. So then I went down and unplugged the mic. So it was, it's a 4-in-1 plug connection. What do you call the things? Extension. 4-in-1. So I went to unplug the mic, And then I went to unplug the iPad because I thought, well, obviously that cable's not working. I hadn't plugged it in. I know, but I hadn't even plugged it in. So that's how technical I have been this weekend, an absolute disaster. I think I just feel more comfortable in soil. More pathetic parsnips, I ain't going to bother. And here's something weird for you, right? I don't know what caused this. I swear I don't know where this came from. Do you know Charles Dowding, the no-dig guru, as we call him over here? Well, I had a dream about him last night. I don't know why. Oh, I'm laughing because this is so bad. I'm not even going to tell you what happened in the dream. I will tell you. I woke up blushing. Mr. Dowding. Never. Making a little bit of progress. It's slower going than I was hoping for, but hey ho, it's all good. Ooh, right, I think I can just cover that now with manure, that patch. That's my plan anyway. I don't want to be... Let's just see if I can annoy them enough that they'll give up and die. Whee! Right. A wee bit of the grass. Stupid little grass things there. Okay. So I've got this wee bit here. That's still to get weeded. But this wee bit here, we can get manure on that. And I'm going to do that now. Because like I told you last time, on a cold day, it warms you up. And I will be trying to find the darkest manure in the pile. As somebody pointed out last time, it's not the most well rotted manure that I was using. It's going to be on, months before I use it, so it will still break down. That's fine. I have faith it will work. So I'm going to go and get the darkest stuff that I can, which is what I usually try and do anyway, and we'll just see how much of this I can get covered in whatever daylight I have left, which is not very much. I'm going to take the mic off because the last time I dropped it in the poo. It's not easy being me, you know. This will need to be the last one. Have you noticed the light's disappeared? Oh, I think my camera is struggling in this light actually. Right, I'll pop that over there. Give this a quick rake. And I'm going home. Oh, we're getting closer and closer to this fence. That must mean this one's very nearly done. We're going to have to do a major tidy up on this plot, aren't we? Never mind, we're getting there. So once again, daylight has run out. Let me just put the lid on this compost bin. Oh dear. Roll on that time when the clocks change. Oh, and then we can actually get some more light. Got a plane or something taken off over there, not far from the airport. Right, well, I can't even show you how much it got done because it's too dark. But there you go. That's just the way it is. We'll try and get back in daylight next time. This is crazy. If you have watched till this far, thank you very much. I really do appreciate your support and I hope you'll come back for the next video. But until then, you take care of your wee self.